Hi crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs. Today I'm back with a new craft organization video, and this one is about how do I store my 12 by 12 vellum and my 8.5 by 11 vellum. I used to just keep them in their original packaging together all in the shelf, and I never wanted to use them because I was trying to, you'd take them out and, you risk crinkling the edges or, trying to put them back, you risk bending them. And so because they were on my shelf and they weren't easily accessible and I was kind of afraid to use them, I didn't use my vellum a lot, and I had to come up with an idea of how can I make these accessible to me so that I will be able to use the vellum more often. So I came up with a couple of ideas, both for the 12 by 12 and for the 8.5 by 11. When you're trying to organize your stuff, there's a few key points that I've kind of thought about, and one of them is that you need to be able to see your items, see your products, see your supplies, but they also need to be accessible for you, because if you can't see them and if they're not accessible, you won't use it. You won't know that it's there, and it's a waste of your money. So I started crafting about 5 years ago, and I really didn't have any organization back then. So now I'm still trying to figure out, what works best for me. So the things that I've discovered along the way, I just want to share with you, and then hopefully they would be able to help you as well. So for the 12 by 12, I showed this binder a couple different times. I showed it in the ephemera organization and the 12 by 12 paper organization videos. But this is a binder from Keep Filing, and I will have a link for everything that I show you today. I'll show you an empty one. It might be a little bit easier to see. Here is a one that doesn't have anything in it, but it's a 3-ring binder. Excuse me. This is very thick plastic, very good quality. You can put a picture in the window. You can download a template and make the spine labels here. I love these binders. They're very sturdy, and they can go right on your shelf, and they have a nice like a finger pull on the side, so they make your products very accessible for you. In this one I have a lot of my specialty papers, foil, acetate, vellum, natural materials, velvet, flocked, that kind of a thing. The foil is first, so I'm going to skip that section because it's going to be super duper shiny. But here's the matte, like the satin. So back here I have my acetate, mercury glass, and back here I have my different vellums. So this one happens to be printed vellum. But if you look, they're in these page protectors, and I'll show you what I use, but these are the 12 by 12 page protectors. They're completely covered. The edges are not going to get bent or squinched up or anything like that. I use my labeler on the side here to put the information in case I need to reorder. So I grouped the printed vellum together because that made sense to me and how that I would use my product. And then I put the shimmer vellum together. So it makes a lot of sense for me, because if I know that I want a piece of vellum, okay, where I can go to one place, look at what I have, do any of these work for my projects. In the back of each, just like with the 12 by 12, I have a no hole 8.5 by 11 page protector. So I can, this is big enough to put very large scraps in, since this is bigger paper. Trying to see if I have any scraps easily available to show you. Not with these. So this is how I store all of my specialty paper. That's 12 by 12, but especially my vellum that we were talking about today. So I'll show you the products that I use for that. And if you're interested, I will link everything in the description box. The links are affiliate links, so what that means is if you click on them and end up making a purchase, that helps me and my channel out, and I really appreciate you shopping through my links. Alright, let me just grab what we need. Okay, so similar to the other videos I was talking about, these are the products that I use. So I use the We Are Memory Keepers, the 3-ring binder, 12 by 12 page protector sheets. And this is what they look like. Sorry for the glare. These definitely, they cover the whole sheet, and you have a little bit of room on the top, so they're not sticking out and they're not getting all scrunched up in there, and they're very well protected. And vellum is so delicate that you really need to make sure that you're storing it so that it's not going to get damaged. And having them in the page protectors and then in the binder really helps. These are the no hole sheet protectors that I was talking about. And it's basically a page protector. Focus. There you go. It doesn't like the shiny. It's a page protector with no holes in there, and I just use it as a pocket to keep the scraps in. And then I use the post-it note tabs, and I make a little label on my brother, label maker, and stick it on there, and then stick it on the page, so I know what the information is or what type of product it is. Like in there, you had seen that I had you know, shimmer paper and foil paper and satin paper, and I used the labels for that as well. So next I'll shift to the 8.5 by 11. Let me just grab my stuff for that. Alright, so this way of doing this has made me want to use my vellum a lot more, because I know that I'm not going to be pulling it off the shelf and you know, making folds in it or scrunching up the edges of the paper or anything like that, because it's all in here and it's protected. And this is just like when I did the die, the video where I made the magnetic die sheets, and I hold my standalone dies in these kind of binders. So I have one just for the vellum also, and so it's completely closed. Nothing is gonna squinch the papers. And everything's in there nice and safe. I think my camera's having a hard day. So inside here, it's so shiny. It's just a regular 8.5 by 11 page protector. I made labels on the side to say what was in here. And because this is vellum and it's so thin and delicate, I actually did stick a sheet in each one of, this might actually be like 110 pound cardstock, at least 65, just to give it a little bit of stability. And then in the back, I have a stamp pocket, and I have the scraps in here. So I can keep everything together, everything safe. And then, you know, I kind of group these by colors. I think here's a pearlescent one. You can't really see it very well. And then I also, I put these in order of weight, because sometimes you just kind of want a thin, easy to see through type vellum. And then some other times you need you know, a little bit more sturdy vellum. So if I know I want to do something that I need a bit thicker piece, I'll go, you know, towards the end of this. If I know it's fine to just use a, you know, a thinner piece, I can stay towards the front. Some of my favorites are the Lawn Fawn vellum, the Simon Says Stamp vellum. That's 40 pounds, so that's a really good sturdy weight. So these are all the white, or the clear. And then at the back, I have the colored vellum. Gold and silver and the colors. But it's all together. And I know if I need vellum for a project, I can just come right to this binder, pull it out, I can see it, I can see everything I have, I don't have to sort through, you know, a stack of, you know, papers in their packaging and try to figure that out. So I really like having them all here all together, just on my shelf. I can just take it right out, it's accessible to me, and then I can use it much more often, which is the goal when we buy craft supplies. So let me show you the products that I use for that. Again, here's just the blank, come on camera, this is the blank binder on that one. So you can see what it looks like without anything in there. You can put all kinds of stuff in these. I just keep reusing them as I, you know, find different ways to organize things, or, you know, need to move things into this kind of a storage. They last forever. Very sturdy. Alright, so inside of there, I just use, you know, Amazon page protectors. And then I use a piece of cardstock. And then in the back, I use these CheckOutStore brand. You can get them on Amazon also, and they also have their own store. These are 5 5/8 by 7 3/8, and I just stick that in the back so I can put, you know, I can put all the little scraps in there so I don't lose them or squish them up or any of that good stuff, or not so good stuff. Anyway, so I hope that that has been helpful to you. I know that organizing my vellum like that has made it much more accessible to me, and I'm not afraid to use it because it's not a pain in the butt to get it off of the shelf and you know, actually use it. So hopefully that's helped, and again, I'll link everything in the description. And also I want to let you know I have a new Facebook page where I post my new videos, and I've also been posting any crafty sales or coupons that I've come across, so I can let you guys know about that. So you can join me over there. The link for that will be in the bottom of the description of this video, and also it's at the very top of my YouTube page. So I think that's it for the day. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.